I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my March empties, so let's talk some trash, shall we? Okay, there's not really going to be any rhyme or reason to the order of these. I'm just gonna pull them out of my container and talk about them. So we're gonna start off with a shaving cream. This is the Cremo Moisturizing Shave Cream. This is in the Coconut Mango scent. It looks like this. I did cut it open to get everything out. I have talked previously about this shave cream. I do really like this. It lasts for a very long time. You need just a small amount of it. And yeah, definitely get your money's worth, and I will continue to repurchase. Next up, we have a hand soap. This is the Raw Sugar Moisture Loving Hand Wash in the Watermelon Fresh Mint scent. And this is another thing that I've purchased plenty of times. I have one in my bathroom right now. I like the scent of this one. It doesn't dry my hands out, so I will continue to repurchase it, just like I've said multiple times. Next up, we have a sugar scrub. This is the Treehut Cotton Candy Shea Sugar Scrub. It looks like this. I actually found this one at Target, but you can also get them at Ulta. This one was a fun smell, cotton candy, and kind of springy and summery, even though I was using it in the winter. But yeah, it was nice. I enjoy this one. The granules aren't too big where you feel like they're like scratching your skin, and it does a good job. So I will continue to repurchase from them. Right now I am using one from a different brand, but I really do like the scent of these and have no problem repurchasing them in the future. Next, I went through a deodorant. This is the Old Spice Oasis with Vanilla Notes Antiperspirant. This is actually a men's antiperspirant, but I feel like this works the best for me, and it has a really nice kind of feminine scent, if you will. So I find these at Walgreens. They were out the last time I went looking for one though, so I did get a different scent. But yeah, this is my favorite, and I will continue to repurchase for as long as they continue to make them, because it's gone through a couple of different variations, and this is what they've got now, and I just hope that they continue to keep this one around. Next up, we have a toothpaste. This is the Crest 3D White Brilliance toothpaste. This is in the Blast flavor. I don't know that this really did anything in terms of helping to whiten my teeth. I personally did not notice any kind of difference. Your mileage may vary, but yeah, this is kind of pricey too, and you don't get very much of it. So I am using a different one right now, kind of compare to see if that one works a little bit better, but I probably would not repurchase this one just because I don't feel like it did anything in terms of whitening. Next, we have these Goli Apple Cider Vinegar Gummies. Again, I don't think this did anything. Some people swear by them. I didn't notice any kind of difference in terms of like helping with digestion or anything like that. So I will not be repurchasing these. I've also read some reviews that compare this to like a different brand, and this one is very, very high in sugar. So if that's something that you are kind of keeping an eye on, I would not recommend this one. And since it didn't do anything for me anyway, I wouldn't recommend it regardless. So I will not be repurchasing, but again, your mileage may vary. Then I went through 2 razor refills from Flamingo. They just look like this. They came in like a pouch, if you will. So I've got those here. They work fine. They're your kind of typical 5-blade razor. Nothing fancy, but I do like that I don't have to do a subscription for these, that I can just go to Target and pick them up if I need new ones. So yeah, I have the last one in my shower right now, and I am going to be purchasing more of them. I have some hair care items right on the top. So I have this Votala hair growth oil. It looks like this. I was not very good about using this like religiously, so I can't speak to whether it works well or not, because you definitely have to like use it regularly, and I would use it for a little bit and then forget about it, use it, forget about it. So I can't speak to whether this works or not, but I do not think you can find this on Amazon anymore. I believe it's no longer available, or at least it said it was no longer available. So yeah, it was nice and kind of inexpensive, which I appreciated. But again, I don't know if it really worked because I was not very good about religiously using it. Next up, we have a dry shampoo. This is the Bumble and Bumble Pret-A Powder. It's like a powder dry shampoo. So this was just a little mini that looks like this. You squeezed it through the top here, and a little bit went a long way, so I could just put the tiniest bit like in my palms, rub it together, and kind of just zhuzh it into my hair. I did find that this was nicer than spray dry shampoo. This did not make my scalp as itchy, which tends to be what happens to me with dry shampoo. So were I in the market for a dry shampoo, which I am not because I still have like 4 of them in my cabinet, this would be a good one that I would probably look at again, just because I did like how it left my scalp feeling that like it wasn't completely dried out. So there you go. And the last hair care product is this Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. That is a very long name. It's just a little like travel size one that looks like this. I would not repurchase this. I don't feel like it really did much of anything for me. I prefer like a cream to leave in since I have wavy curly hair. But yeah, this one had a nice scent, but I would not repurchase this full size by any means. Right, at the bottom I have some makeup products. So I did finish up my e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set Setting Spray. This doesn't do anything for me, y'all. I am very oily in my T-zone, and I was actually using this more as like a primer. So I would spray it on, pat it in, go over it with some like additional primer like at the corner of my nose and between my eyebrows. But on its own, my skin gets super oily when I use this. So I don't think it did anything. It did last a very, very long time because I was using just kind of the smallest amount, but it doesn't work, so I won't repurchase. Next, I finished up my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, which looks like this. This is discontinued. They don't make this anymore. They don't make any of like the Too Faced Peach products anymore, which is very, very sad. But I did enjoy using this little travel size up. This is a primer that did do okay for me. Nothing is foolproof for me, especially like right here in the middle of my face. But I did like how this one kind of left my skin looking after I would use it, and I am gonna miss it. So farewell, Too Faced Peach Perfect. Okay, 2 more makeup products. I have this Skinfood, what did they call this? Peach setting powder. It's in a language that I don't speak on the back. Here we go, multi-finish powder. There you go. It came in a container that looked like this. I'd mentioned in a previous video that I was trying to see if this might be comparable to the Too Faced Peach Perfect. It is not, but this is done. So this lasted about a month, maybe a month and a half, so not too bad, but I don't use a ton of it. I just kind of set it on my T-zone. So yeah, in terms of lasting power, even though it's very, very small, it only had 5 grams. It did last a decent amount of time, but I will not be repurchasing it. And the last makeup item I have is this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Crimper. This wasn't finished, but I dropped it. So it is gone now because it shattered and went all over the floor. So we're gonna call it done. It was very, very dried out anyway, so it was on its way out, but I was hoping that I could like maybe put it in a project pan and finish it up, but alas, it's done, so oh well. And the last few items are skincare items. I have this CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. This was just a hydrating eye cream that I would use during the day. I liked it okay, nothing special, and I don't think it hydrated perfectly. I still was kind of crepey under my eyes. I have dry skin under my eyes and my under eye area. So this helped a little bit, but it did not completely alleviate the problem. So I'm still kind of on the hunt for like the perfect hydrating eye cream. So if you know one, feel free to mention it down below. Then I went through another pack of the CosRX Acne Pimple Master Patches. I've talked ad nauseum about these. I like that they come in 3 different sizes. I like that they stay on really well, and I'll continue to repurchase. I still have one that I'm currently working through, so I don't need to worry about that. And I have another one in my cabinet. So won't be repurchasing yet, but when I use them up, they will be repurchased. And the last item that I have is a cleansing balm. This is the Farmacy Clearly Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is their fragrance-free version, which I really liked. I don't mind the scent of the original one, the Green Clean, but if you can go fragrance-free, why not? So I did use this one all the way up, and I purchased another one. This is my favorite cleansing balm. The Green Clean was like the original favorite. Now that they have this unscented one, that's become my favorite. But I've used a ton of these over the years. I will continue to repurchase because I like how it emulsifies. I like how it removes my makeup, my eye makeup, rinses really nicely off my skin. So yeah, can't complain, even though it's maybe on the pricier end of things. This is by far the best one I have ever tried. And that's it. That is all of my empties for the month of March. Not too many this time. I feel like, as I've mentioned previously, last year I really worked on like getting rid of like duplicates and things that had just been sitting around for a really long time. I had a lot of like half-used things. So most of those are out of my collection at this point. So my empties are typically ones that I actually have been using from start to finish, like consistently, with a couple of like bibs and bobs, you know, dry shampoos, things like that, that have been sitting around for a very long time. But I'm very happy that I am slowly culling down my collection, if you will, and I'm back to just purchasing what I need when I need it. So that is the way I want to do my beauty collection. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.